Welcome back to the fourth episode of our GZK podcast, presenting cultural projects we are currently co-funding. The GZK podcast is a format where we meet different artists every last Friday in the month. We talk to them about their projects, we get some stories about their work, about the process, and we want to give the audience the chance to also look behind what is really going on. My name is Sina. I am the cultural coordinator of Goethe Centrum Kampala, Ugandan German Culture Society. And there's also Avori Immaculate, our intern from the culture department with us. And of course, our very special guest, MC Wang Jok. Welcome.
Thank you.
So today we dive into a music project, and maybe first of all, we would like you to introduce yourself. The stage is yours.
Well, thanks. Yeah, known as Ivan Rabankinachaya, a renowned hip hop artist with the name MC Wang Jok, one time best northern artist, hip hop facilitator, a poet. I facilitated a couple of projects, includes the Baimba Youth and Hip Hop Project in Masindi, 2017, Art for Peace Project in South Sudan, Juba, early this year. And also I'm the winner of the GZK from Small Project Grant.
Yeah, congratulations again.
Thank you.
You really, inspired us with your idea of setting up a music streaming platform, especially to support northern artists in Uganda. And actually, you even came from Gulu. We have to say that here you took a long travel just for this podcast. So I'm very happy that you're here today.
Yeah, it means a lot for the fraternity. Yeah.
That's nice. Okay, so what's your project about? What's the idea behind it?
My concept is about partnering with ICT innovators to create a website where local artists can get the chance to put their music on distribution and then on streaming. You know, we have had some really hard time during this COVID period where artists could not perform the music on events or concerts. So the bigger picture about this idea is to create another way, another means of getting off this crisis and beyond.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, the project is called Right Now and Better. What it means is right now it means the COVID lockdown time, and better it means beyond the COVID period. So the idea is something that will change, things forever and ever.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
That sounds very promising. And why do you think this kind of platform is especially important for Northern Uganda?
Well, I would say that this concept is important for every artist, not even just Uganda. Every artist experiencing the same challenge all over the world. But I think Northern Uganda in particular would benefit more from this because we have a lot of people who pirate music, and artists barely get enough from their materials. Yeah.
Okay, so pirate music is a problem.
Yes, it's a huge problem. We have these small boys in front of shops with computers, banning music on CDs and selling them. You sell each song for about 500 shilling, You don't know how much money they make in a day. If they sell 100 songs, that's already a lot of money.
Yeah.
That should have gone directly to the artist. Had it been there was a means or platform where these materials are, located or where you can get them from.
So besides being a platform to showcase music, it's also an educational platform.
It's an the platform will not just be a platform to sell music. Uh, One of the reasons why I am doing this, or I created this, is to first of all preserve the intangible cultural heritage, which is the Choli music or music from that region. Because when you have a website or you have music on the web, you've already conserved it for the generations to come. So that's also another powerful reason behind this project. Yeah,
To conserve this culture and also to give it to the next generation.
yeah, to the next generation.
Do you think it's a general problem that like cultural heritage is missing, or when you look at the music industry in Uganda, do you miss this kind of aspect in the music industry currently?
Yeah, I think music is fading away a lot in Africa, and when you look at UNESCO right now, they're looking about conserving music, conserving cultural heritage, because it's fading away. I know so many forms of music or art form from where I come from that are really nearing extinction or fading away. Yeah, of course, one of the genres of music that's fading away, I worked with them in one of my projects, my EP. It's a big problem all over Africa and the world. Yeah.
I think that's also why we also picked your project, because it has this aspect of like looking back, okay, to the Acholi culture and to see what's there, and also to include it in this project. And you talked about your last EP. When was that?
Yeah. My last EP, I recorded my EP in June. Yeah, it's actually ready. Yeah, it's ready for
release,
consumption, but we are planning its release.
Okay.
Yeah.
When?
let's talk about 2 weeks from now.
Okay, that's nice.
Yeah.
And what is the song about?
Yeah, the EP is an anti-street violence concept, married together with the element of conserving culture, because we have some very young street kids, yeah, in our town, in Gulu city. So my idea of recording an anti-street violence EP was to try to bring culture to these kids who barely know about culture, and they've turned around to be very violent, and doing a lot of immoral activities and things like that. Yeah, so it's an anti-street violence concept where I preach about love, togetherness, culture, along that line.
What is so specific of Acholi culture?
That's a very hard question, because the Chole culture is very rich. I think in terms of dance and music, we are the top most in this country, because we have about 26 cultural dances.
Dingy Dingy.
It's one of them.
Song.
Yeah, it's one of them. And so many songs, you can count them.
Nice. Let's talk a bit more about maybe the details of your project. So it's going to be this streaming platform website. So if I am an artist, like how can I access it, or what do I have to do to be part of it?
The project is partnered with Malu. It's called Malu. The website is called malu.ug, created by Hyperroot Technologies. This is a website that is going to be for every local artist to put their content, on the web for streaming and distribution. When you want to put your music on the website, there are emails and contacts, people you can call directly, who will guide you on what quality of music you need to present, and of course some technical advices here and there, the kind of cover art that you should present, and things like that.
Okay, so you get like advice how to present yourself.
Yeah,
online.
because the project and these partners, we not only want to put you in distribution, but we want the best for you. We want to create, that image. We want you to get something from your art. Yeah.
And me, let's say as a customer, when I check out the website and I like an artist, I can approach him or her and then ask for
The
music
website
or
will have all details from biography of the artist, the booking agents, we will the website will also give them that privilege if you have an event, to put it on the website so people can see that you have an upcoming event.
That's nice.
Yeah.
And how will you create the outreach of the website?
That's quite technical, but I believe that's we have a program where we wanted to sit down artists, and sort of teach them or let them know about some internet presence, how they can let people know about them, and how that will attract, some income at the end of the day. Yeah. But as the website and the project, we also looking at some paid advertising. Yeah.
Yeah, makes
Yeah,
sense.
yeah. To so that the information can reach a wider audience. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, it makes sense to also include some advertisements then. That's true. Yeah. And I mean, with your network as a renowned musician, you will also have enough people who can push it.
Yeah. Just by sharing it on my platform, we're already getting a lot of positive feedback. Yeah.
And now a personal question, like now looking back at your years of career, where do you stand right now? Also, when you look back, like what have you learned out of it, or like also regarding with like to this project, what do you want to focus on right now as an artist?
I think now when I look at where I came from, it was quite rough from way back where we came from. Sometimes, let me just say back then when we were just trying to get there and do music, we used to think that people are doing us a favor by playing our music. When the radio plays your music, you think they're doing you a favor, or when you're hearing people play your music from the neighborhood, you think people are doing you a favor, But now I know, and it's a thing that I want to change, perception and everything along that line, that you have a copyright, every material that you produce, whether it be in you write, or draw, or sing, or compose, you have a copyright, You as the owner of the original material, you have all that right to earn from it, So the project is doing awareness. I think I'm focusing more of my time on this awareness. We have had radio awareness where we not only talk to consumers of music, because we want to change the perception really, but we also talking to some upcoming artists, because upcoming artists come from these consumers as well, to let them know that you have you have an intellectual property to protect, much as there's a platform for you to sell that property. Yeah. So I'm focusing much on that. Yeah.
So back in the years,
and we've had very, very amazing feedback from people calling, making phone calls when we're having this radio awareness campaigns. When people ask you some,
What is the radio awareness campaign?
The campaign, we've had campaigns. Yeah. It's part of the project. We intend to to talk about some of this, first the project, and how it will benefit, you know, the local artist, and how the community can support the project. Yeah.
And this radio project is in Kulu?
It's part of the project.
It's part of this project.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's part of the project.
And maybe you can tell a bit more about the partners you have in Kulu?
We have 3 partners. One, of course, it's Malo.ug, the ICT Hub Innovators. We have United Youth Entertainment. It's a youth in film group. They're helping us mostly with documentary. Yeah, to document our educative documentaries that will be on the internet very soon. Yeah.
The documentation you told me about.
Yeah,
before
the one I told you about.
Yeah.
And we also have another partner, which is Men. Men, it's musicians and entertainment network. It's currently the biggest body or association of artists in northern Uganda. So we're working with, of course, with their guidance and their advice and everything along that line, because every artist falls in that association, including myself. Yeah.
The last person?
Men.
Men.
Yeah.
It's like MAN.
Yeah. Musicians and entertainment network.
Yeah. Yeah, it seems like you have a pretty strong network there, and like partners who will support this.
Yeah.
And when do you think is going to be the launch of the project?
The project launch?
Yeah.
We launched the project already.
But okay, I thought that you're still preparing, and the launch will be like the website is not yet finished.
It's not yet up. We already in the initial stages, because we are identifying the artists that can benefit first. Our five artists I told you about some time back. Yeah. So we're getting towards, it's a very short project, because after the website and the project's done. So our first month was just project induction concept, where we had an induction where we had the stakeholders and some few artists. We were trying to enlighten them about the project concept and how it will change the music fraternity. That was the first bit of it. The second bit was radio. We had that I talked about earlier. We had radio awareness, talking to the community and telling them how this will benefit them. All this broad concept of protecting, intellectual property,
So now we're in the third phase.
So now we're in the third phase, which is the documentary. But we're almost done with documentary. I think I'm the only person left out, because they're supposed to record me. I want to talk about copyright from the bottom of my heart.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, with launch, I mean more like the whole package, like the website is already settled or not yet?
It's up.
It's up already?
Yeah, the website is up.
Okay. So how can we reach the website?
It's www.malo.ug.
Okay, so for the audience, they can already check it out.
Yeah.
See, I guess I think it's like a process. With the time, there will be more artists' profiles on this website.
Yeah, there are already some other artists, but our beneficiaries will have a very special slot, on the website.
Yeah.
The website already is getting a very huge volume of traffic. Yeah.
I can imagine.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I think that is the fastest process we ever had with a small project grant winner, that the website is already up now. That's great.
Yeah.
Because usually it takes like some months and you have like a start and an ending point, but I think with this project it's really, maybe also because you have so many partners, that it's going on pretty well.
We have so many who want to come as well.
Yeah, and many who want to come on board.
It's quite a small project, so yeah, maybe for another or the next phase or whatever, I don't know what that would be, but so far so good.
Okay. So I think what we're going to do, like, of course, when we share the podcast, we're going to also share the link of the website so people can check it out.
Yeah.
And they can also text you, address you when they have questions, because this is also out for everyone who's a musician, who is into music, who is an artist, who wants to join this project. And I think we're heading to the end. So one question we always ask all our artists we're having a podcast with: where do you see yourself in 5 years?
What?
Where do you see yourself in 5 years?
You personally. That has been a question I've answered a lot in my life, I think, because when you go for radio shows, they ask you that kind of question. When you go to TV, they ask you that kind of question.
Well, but our audience doesn't know yet.
But the audience should know that, first, I would say, if you're working hard, there would be changes, because change is inevitable. But I think for myself right now, because my genre of music, I created something called lower synthesis rap, which is majorly, first is the language I speak feels with some African element in the beat, and I want to take things quite far. One, because I'm known as someone who conserve the culture and the art, so I want to be a living proof. I want to be up there on the very big platform or stage, representing the people back home.
That's an answer to that.
Yeah. Just a bit of it. I have so many answers for that. Secondly, I have initiated, some amazing ideas over time. I also want to keep doing that. Some amazing ideas that can change the music fraternity and, performing art and art in general, because I fall on both sides. I'm also a visual artist sometimes. I'm also a performing artist. Yeah. So I think I'll do projects for the rest of my life. So long as I know that it will make some impact. Yeah.
And what I hear out of what you're telling us, the impact, especially also on the ground. Like,
it has to be from the grassroots.
Where you come from.
I didn't make myself. The people made me. The community made me. I would be very proud if I see my idea going down,
Yeah.
to the grassroots. Yeah.
Well, I'm pretty sure that will happen, looking at how successful things are going. And yeah, I think we finish here. Do you have any last words to share with us?
Some last words?
Yes.
My last words, there's one thing you told me. You say that I'm the first beneficiary from the North.
That's, well, since I am here. I mean, I started last year, so
I think my last word is that we want to see, a lot of this in the North. Yeah. It's untapped. It's like a virgin land, So there's a lot of art up north. I would be so happy if we keep working to explore what's up north.
I love that. I'm very much into that, and I also hope that we as a team can also visit Gulu soon and see what's going on there, what's been cooking there.
Perfect.
Yeah? Okay, cool. Then thank you so much, MC.
It's a pleasure. It's a pleasure.
And yeah, thank you also to our audience, to our listeners, and we will put the links here. And the social media handles of MC Wangjok, so everyone is up to date. Bye bye.
Bye.